No, it's no video.
No, it's cut straight in.
It's cut straight in.
Evening. Welcome to the Demon Files. Here are from HAPRC. Tonight we are doing things a little bit different. We're not using the Pathfinder board. We've got Ben in the studio so you can change the camera angles, so that's good. It's just the normal team, Jane, and Amy and myself. So we'll hand over to Jane. She'll explain who we're going to summon or who she has summoned and what we're going to do.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Demon Files. So if anybody's not seen the Demon Files before, what we tend to do is do it in sort of two parts really. The first part is giving a little bit of information about what we know, what we can find out about the demon. The demon we're looking at tonight is BALAM. He's the 51st out of the 72 demons in the Lesser Key of Solomon. So all this information's out there in the public domain. So it just helps us give a little bit of background to what we know about the demon, and we can then try and work our best with whatever he's known for doing. So we'll just go through this information here. So in the Lesser Key of Solomon, BALAM is the 51st spirit of the listed 72. The Ars Goetia is the Lesser Key of Solomon. It's an anonymous spell book of demons from the mid-17th century. Other known names he is known by is BALAM. The demon BALAM is a powerful great king of hell. He is depicted with 3 heads, one of a man, one of a bull, and one of a ram. He has a tail of a serpent, flaming eyes. He rides nude upon an angry bear. He carries a hawk on his fist and speaks in a hoarse voice. His arms and legs are unnaturally long, as are his fingers and toes, which end in long claws like fingernails. When summoned, he speaks of all things past, present, and future. He teaches man to be cunning and wise and can turn a person invisible. He is also witty, and he governs 70 legions of spirits. He is also the demon of avarice, idol worship, and immorality. He sees through the 4th dimension. BALAM is a nocturnal demon who is allegedly most powerful during the month of December. His zodiacal sign is Sagittarius. So, a couple of times we've tried to do the Demon Files, haven't we? Well, following this information, when it's supposed to be the best time to summon them. But we've found, like tonight, it's not December, but we have found that they're just as active and they'll communicate with us regardless of what the time is. He was once in the heavenly order of Archangel, the Lesser Variation, and Dominion. BALAM was among the many angels that resided in heaven, and as among the order of dominions, he joined Lucifer's cause in rebelling against heaven and God, only to be defeated by Michael's heavenly host and later banished to the abyss, which became hell. He is classed as a fallen angel. After the establishment of hell's hierarchy and kingdoms, BALAM was appointed as a king of his own dominion within the Inferno and was a great and powerful king amongst his 40 legions of demons. And again, there's another contradiction in the information, because in one of the other texts it said he governed 40 legions of spirits, where this one says he has 40 legions of demons. So it's this entity is often called upon during exorcisms and cases where there is collective possessions. He is also listed as one of the 18 demons that possessed Sister Jeanne d'Angers in Loudun, France in 1634. So he does seem to have been around a bit. So there's 2 sort of theories on his background. That one we've just gone through as being a fallen angel. And then there is this other side of the story. There is a suggestion that the demon Balaam's name appears to be derived from Balaam, son of Beor, the human magician who is first found in the Hebrew Bible in the book of Numbers. chapter 22, and he may be a demonized version of that character. So I've got that chapter here, which I'll just read through, because although there's a little bit of reading to it, it just shows how fickle some of these stories can be and how contradictory they can be. So this is reading the chapter 22 from that. Then the Israelites travelled to the plains of Moab and camped along the Jordan across from Jericho. Now Balak son of Zippor saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites, and Moab was terrified because there were so many people. Indeed, Moab was filled with dread because of the Israelites. The Moabites said to the elders of Midian, "This horde is going to lick up everything around us as an ox licks up the grass of the field." So Balak, son of Zippor, who was king of Moab at the time, sent messengers to summon Balaam, son of Beor, who was at Pethor, near the Euphrates River, in his native land. Balak said, "A people have come out of Egypt. They cover the face of the land and have settled next to me. Now come and put a curse on these people, because they are too powerful for me. Perhaps then I will be able to defeat them and drive them out of the land. For I know whatever you bless is blessed, and whatever you curse is cursed." The elders of Moab and Midian left, taking with them the fee for divination. When they came to Balaam, they told him what Balak had said. "Spend the night here," Balaam said to them, "and I will report back to you with the answer the Lord gives me." So the Moabite officials stayed with him. God came to Balaam and asked, "Who are these men with you?" Now you'd think God would know, wouldn't you? Balaam said to God, "Balak, son of Zippor, king of Moab, sent me this message. A people that have come out of Egypt covers the face of the land. Now come and put a curse on them for me. Perhaps then I will be able to fight them and drive them away." But God said to Balaam, "Do not go with them. You must put a curse on these people because they are blessed." You must not put a curse on these people because they are blessed. The next morning, Balaam got up and said to Balak's officials, "Go back to your own country, for the Lord has refused to let me go with you." So the Moabite officials returned to Balak and said, "Balaam refused to come with us." Then Balak sent the other officials, more numerous and more distinguished than the first. They came to Balaam and said, "This is what Balak, son of Zippor, says. Do not let anything keep you from coming to me, because I will reward you handsomely and do whatever you say. Come and put a curse on these people for me." But Balaam answered them, "Even if Balak gave me all the silver and all the gold in this palace, I could not do anything great or small to go beyond the command of the Lord my God. Now spend the night here so that I can find out what else the Lord will tell me." That night God came to Balaam and said, "Since these men have come to summon you, go with them, but do only what I tell you." Balaam got up in the morning, saddled his donkey, and went with the Moabite officials. But God was very angry when he went, and the angel of the Lord stood in the road to oppose him. Balaam was riding on his donkey, and his 2 servants were with him. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with the drawn sword in his hand, it turned off the road into the field. Balaam beat it to get it back onto the road. Then the angel of the Lord stood in a narrow path through the vineyards and walls on both sides. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it pressed close to the wall, crushing Balaam's foot against it. So he beat the donkey again. Then the angel of the Lord moved on ahead and stood in a narrow place where there was no room to turn, either to the right or to the left. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it lay down under Balaam, and he was angry and beat it with his staff. Then the Lord opened the donkey's mouth, and it said to Balaam, "What have I done to you to make you beat me these 3 times?" Balaam answered the donkey, "You have made a fool of me. If only I had a sword in my hand, I would kill you right now." The donkey said to Balaam, "Am I not your own donkey, which you have always ridden to this day? Have I been in the habit of doing this for you?" "No," he said. Then the Lord opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with his sword drawn. So he bowed low and fell face down. The angel of the Lord asked, "Why have you beaten your donkey these 3 times? I have come here to oppose you because your path is a reckless one before me. The donkey saw me and turned away from these 3 times. If it had not turned away, it would certainly have killed you now, but I would have spared it." Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, "I have sinned. I did not realize that you were standing in the road to oppose me. Now, if you are displeased, I will go back." The angel of the Lord said to Balaam, "Go with the men, but speak only what I tell you." So Balaam went with Balak's officials. When Balak heard that Balaam was coming, he went out to meet him at the Moabite town on the Arnon border, at the edge of the territory. Balak said to Balaam, "Did I not send you an urgent summons? Why did you come to me? Am I really not able to reward you?" "Well, I've come to you now," Balaam replied, "but I can't say whatever I please. I must speak only what God puts in my mouth." Then Balaam went with Balak to Kiriath Huzoth. Balak sacrificed cattle and sheep and gave some to Balaam and the officials who were with him. The next morning, Balak took Balaam up to Bamoth Baal, and from there he could see the outskirts of the Israelite camp. So that's the reference that they're talking about, but I don't see that that would be possibly a reason for him to be demonized.
No.
And we have got 2 conflicting stories. We've got one where he's thought to be a fallen angel, and another one where he's actually a human man doing some beating his donkey. So it shows you really how sort of fickle and how thin some of these stories are that have demonized some of these things. So
again, someone's been demonized for no reason, basically.
Yeah, if that's the the account. So we've sort of done some research on this, but say there's 2 conflicting stories here about where he actually come from. So that's something that we can consider.
Okay.
I'm not actually. I do feel there's an energy moving around, but it's not. I don't feel it's evil. I don't feel it's nasty. I don't feel that it's demonic. But it does feel more on a human level.
Right. So could it be Balaam?
Could possibly. But I think if we can carry on and do some of the things that we can and just see, because this is just the whole reason, isn't it, why we do this, just to see what happens, really.
Yeah.
So, this story, when we started doing this, you think, oh, there we go, we've got a picture of him.
Yeah.
So that's the picture. If we go that he's a fallen angel, that's the picture of him. So one of the things that we thought we would do is, because following on from the fallen angel story, because he speaks of all things past, present and future, we thought that we would use some tarot cards and do a tarot reading for the building and ask him to influence the cards. So this energy that's moving around us, I want you to come forward. I'm going to shuffle the cards. I want you to come forward, and as I deal the cards, I want you to influence the cards. I want to do a reading for the building, and I want your help to do that. As a master of the past, present and future, you should be able to help me.
Swig of tea.
Quick swig of tea. Just shuffle.
So the emphasis is all on you tonight, Jane.
Oh no.
We've got an easy night.
What was that?
It might have just been me knocking the table.
Oh, okay.
My feet are too big.
That's a shame. Okay, so when you start, then I will turn the camera down so we can see what the cards are when they come out.
So I'm just going to do the basic sort of formation with the cards. Let's take that. Just going to put both. Over there. I can bring them down once we start.
Okay.
So let's look at what's in the centre. So remember that this is for the building.
Yep.
This is basically for HAPRC. It's not for any individual.
Mm-hmm.
So at the centre there, we've got financial and material changes, which seems quite relevant at the centre of everything at the moment. Financial changes coming up, and a lot of changes coming up within the centre as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have a look at. So this is sort of what's above everything, and transformation. So again, that is a very relevant card because everything is being transformed at the moment, and the plans that we have going forward. The one thing with the centre is it's always transforming anyway. It's in a continual state of being, evolving.
Yeah, that's right.
And so I think that's really quite a relevant card.
Especially because we're all coming in tomorrow to change a couple of rooms.
Yeah. So there's things. I mean, that's at the heart of sort of what you do anyway, isn't it? You change things all the time. You change the furniture around. You change things around all the time.
Yeah.
So this is sort of what's behind us: discontent and boredom. Again, I think that's very much your card.
That's me.
It is you. And you've even got the ginger hair to match on the.
Oh, he's lovely.
You see that card?
Yeah.
So this is what's sort of behind you, really, behind the centre. Discontent and boredom is really what drives you, and what drives the centre really to finding the answers. And because of that, I don't think you will ever sit back on your laurels and let things just tick over, because this is all part of this, and it's all part of this financial and material changes and this transformation. This content and boredom sort of is what generates those to keep going like they do.
You cold?
I'm just getting a bit cold.
I'm baking.
I'm boiling. Yeah.
So this is really what's sort of in front. Really, this mental conflict, and I think that's still very much you as well. You're always questioning, aren't you? Always questioning yourself. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? Is it the right direction? Are we doing, is it going to upset people? Is it going to be controversial? And you're always in that sort of mental conflict of sort of questioning yourself about everything you do. And that's I think, with that always being sort of in front of you, you're always going to be working stuff out, trying to just make sure that everything is balanced and everything's working properly. So this sort of lies beneath things, memories of love, and I don't feel that is I don't feel that is like a very personal relationship. I feel that is a lot of what lays in the foundation of this place. And it's not necessarily the memories of love. It's the memories of sort of how you don't want things to happen, how you do want things to happen. And it's all those memories that trigger on a lot of, this contentment and boredom that will go with that. It's a lot of memories of, a lot of them are fond memories, but it's looking on the past that helps you develop the future. And again, this will be in line with that, because you don't want things stagnant. You never let things stand still for any length of time. So this is this is in yourself. When I say in yourself, this will be in the building. So along this journey, there has been a lot of heartache and loss, but you've always overcome it. And so, although I'm sort of talking to as if it's about you,
Yes.
you are generally the same as the building.
I am the building.
You are the building. So there has been a lot of sacrifice, there has been a lot of heartache and loss, and there has been a lot of worry and stress. And I think that sometimes does reflect in the building. I think you are a mirror, what happens to you mirrors in the building. But that's not, it's not a bad card, because, like I say, you never although you let it get to you sometimes, it always rebounds in a much better positive.
It's almost like learning from past mistakes.
Yeah.
And to move forward.
Yeah. But, so with the team around you anyway, even if you do get a bit down and fed up, we just have to come in and slap you around a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we certainly do that.
You certainly do that.
So this is sort of in your home. So this is like, again, in the building. So the foundation and achievements, I think that sort of speaks for itself as well, because that's what the building generates. It, from the sacrifices and the heartache and loss, it comes, the achievements that you make, and the achievements that you have made have been fantastic. You don't always show in the paranormal field, or to a lot of people, the achievements that happen, and we don't always brag and display everything that we do, but that is a really good card to have sort of in your house, because the solid foundations are there of what we do. And I think that solid foundation is partly the team, and the achievements that we these achievements are all part of the story, because without this you don't have this, and without this you won't have this. So it's all interlinked, and it's all very relevant. This the foundation and the achievements is a really good card to have in your home, because it's solid. There's nothing, there doesn't seem to be. So this is the hopes and fears. Again, I think this is playing on your fears, the waiting game, because you're not sometimes there's a frustration there when things take too long, or when things we have the ideas, we want to put them in place, and sometimes we can't always get on to do it when we want to do it.
That's exactly
and
right.
we can't.
I get frustrated.
Yeah.
You want everything to happen straight away.
I imagine we all get frustrated, don't we?
Yeah.
If we can't do it now.
And sometimes, we just have to learn that. We just have to, that's just one of the lessons that we have to learn. And it's the patience, isn't it? Because we do have to play the waiting game quite a lot. And I think this also reflects recently on a lot of the cancellations that have happened, because it also means that, not only are you waiting around for people, but it also means that we're waiting longer to do the things we want to do. So there is that frustration. But again, you know, it's not a bad card. If it teaches us patience and better ways of working, then that's not a bad thing.
Okay.
So, disruption. I think from the building's point of view, I think this is always going to be there, because I think there's always going to be people who want to disrupt what we're doing. There's always going to be people who feel threatened by what we do. They don't always agree with what we do. They're quite happy to disrupt friendships and relationships because of what we do. So I don't see that as a particularly bad card. I see that more as a resilient card, because it doesn't really matter how much people try to, you know, disrupt what we do. It's never going to stop. We're not going to stop doing what we do. So I think this is a pretty good set of cards for the building. There's nothing bad or anything to worry about in here. What do you think?
Again, it all makes sense, doesn't it? I think everything's come out.
What do you think? Have you got any thoughts on it?
Pretty much the same. I think every one of those cards makes sense, especially to right sort of here and now, doesn't it?
Mm.
What's that? What's what?
What's what?
I just see like a white shadow move behind Amy.
I thought it was a reflection of the camera or something.
No, it just was. It's only about that big, but it was just.
Yeah.
It just moved behind her.
It didn't make it out this side.
No.
But I did see something from the corner.
Mm.
So, what are your thoughts, Amy?
Well, I think the solid foundations that you've got is going to be the driving force of everything succeeding and that lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it all makes perfect sense. So you do your tarot readings with the help of spirit, don't you?
I do.
So that could possibly be Balam helping you.
Yeah, we did ask him. It's for the building. It would be nice to think that he's had a hand in what we've done. Obviously, we can't prove that he has, but if he is the the master of the past, present, and future, he's certainly showed us some cards, good cards.
Mm.
Do you think he has anything else that he could to say in the cards?
Quite possibly.
I mean, like, if you pull out another card or something, or shuffle it in.
I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll put these cards aside, and each of us can pull out one card.
Okay.
And see what it is.
Mm.
So out of the pack, pick a card, any card,
Any card.
any card you like, any card,
That one.
even the little ones hiding underneath.
That one.
Well, that one's sticking out, so I'll grab that one, and I'll.
Okay. I'm just not going to look. I'm going to go with the look of the draw. So let's see what everybody's got. So do you want to go first?
I can go first. So, the one I got, Triumphant Success.
That's a good card.
Okay. Well, explain that one, Jane.
Well,
It speaks for itself.
yeah. I mean, you've got the that sort of sword there with the light and rising from the ground. Triumphant success. Everything he does, it's always going to be successful. He's going to be, it's going to be good. It's a good card.
Okay, aims.
Moving on.
Yeah, you see, I think that's another good card, because you can see that the person's, moving on into the light, and knowing Amy, she you're never stagnant, are you? You're always moving forward, and if you're not, working with HAPRC, you're working with your own team, or another team, or you never stay still for long, and you're always moving on to learn and to
Get
to
to the
build
next
your
level.
knowledge, to get to build your experience and everything else. So yeah, I think that's another good card. They're all relevant for
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, I have got emotional withdrawal.
Yeah, and again, I don't think that's a bad card for you, because although you do withdraw at times, you need that time to recharge and to
Rethink silly ideas.
Refocus and
Yeah.
reflect.
yeah,
And lots of brain, what in.
But yeah, that is a good card that's relevant for you.
Okay, then we're going to Jane. What have you got?
Third eye chakra, spiritual card for
Oh, that's fixed,
talking
isn't it?
spirit, and I didn't look, but yeah, that is a good relevant card for me. Yeah, third eye chakra. So yeah.
So
it's
is
cool.
that energy still around us?
Yes, yeah, I do feel it's moving round.
And you've not felt that before?
There was another one, wasn't there, was moving round, but that did feel different. This is more of a sort of this is more like a supportive sort of energy. I'll say energy because it doesn't feel evil, it doesn't feel nasty, it doesn't feel demonic, it doesn't feel like the Fae, it doesn't feel like a creature. It does feel sort of more on the human side, but it's more of it's more of an energy, like a worldly energy.
Mm-hmm. So will it communicate with you?
Well, I think if we ask him, I think we've just got to ask him, see what he does, because that's all I can sort of see him. Just sort of, he does feel male, but he's just moving round, and that's. I mean, why don't we have a go with some of Amy's dice and ask some questions? But those cards have all been really quite relevant. Really good.
What we're going to do now is something I've never tried. Is use what they're called, Amy?
Ouija dice.
Ouija dice.
Yeah.
So do you want to explain what they are?
Well, basically, the dice with letters on.
I'll put my torch on because they're quite small.
Yeah.
The dice with letters on and a couple with numbers on and that lot. And basically what you do is you ask questions and hopefully
roll them and see if we see any words.
Yeah.
Okay then. Okay, so again, something new.
Okay, ask a question.
Is the energy that's swirling around this room, is that BALAM?
Well, so basically what you've got to do is look for the first word you see. It doesn't have to be.
Okay, first word popping out at me is this.
Yes, there you go. That's why you do it. You first, as soon as you see the word, it pops out, and that's it. So you've got yes.
Okay, do you put them back in then?
Yeah.
Okay then. Okay, Jane, ask a question.
Okay. Are you a human energy?
I don't think we've got. If I look at it like that, it doesn't.
Well, I can see this.
No. There you go. You've spotted it, so
you
connected.
seem to be good at this. You seem to have a bit of a connection with it.
There you go.
BALAM. Okay, Ant, you got a question?
Are you here to tell us something?
Yes.
Straight away.
Even though I was put the upside
Okay,
down.
while you're there, let's see if, just leave them to the side. Let's see if we can see any other words.
So I can see no and O.
I can see move.
Does that conflict?
O V E. because you asked the question.
Okay.
Okay. Want me to
Okay.
take them, skip
Yep.
them all up?
Screw them up again. You asked the question now, Amy. I think you asked the question. You see if you see a word. So is he putting the word into your head? Who's asked the question?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right. So you want me to ask the question? So
you ask the question.
So then I look for
you find the word.
So if you ask the question, you find the word. Okay. What planet are you from, or where are you from? Should I say? No. 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 I've got way.
Okay. Did you live on this earth?
N-O.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be me looking.
Oh, sorry. That's the first thing I saw.
Yeah. No, so it's not from this earth. Okay. Jane?
Are you a fallen angel?
What's that on top of? And I'll keep it like that. Have you spotted it? Because I've spotted.
Well, I can see no.
Yeah, I can see no.
I'm just looking to see if there's a yes, but I can't see yes anywhere.
No, it's just no. I've spotted another word, but it's not for human consumption.
No, I can't see a word. I'll take that as a no. Oh, hang on. So there, yeah. N-O.
Yeah, or N-O.
Yeah. So no then.
Do you walk amongst us humans?
I've spotted that one.
I've got my no straight off. Not the one that I saw, but
Yeah, there's another no.
yeah, there's two no's.
Yeah.
So it's.
I thought there was three no's then.
So is there a yes anywhere?
No.
I like this game.
Okay then.
Like spiritual Scrabble.
It is, yeah. Can you please tell us your sign? That's going to be an interesting one.
What sign of the zodiac?
Yeah. S-A-G.
There's going to be a long word, isn't it?
I know. I think I was a bit. What was that?
That's from above.
That was from above.
There's nothing above.
That was the ceiling, wasn't it?
That was the old floor. Yeah.
Same.
Sign of the zodiac.
You've got Saggy.
Hang on. Is it an E? No.
Not unless.
But there is a sideways M.
Oh, what?
Sideways M.
Yeah.
So when does that make it?
Cancer.
Yeah, when does that make it? What time?
That's July.
What, coming? Yeah,
Yeah, because
coming up, isn't it?
yeah. 'Cause I thought it was Sagittarius. That's why I purposely asked for it.
Yeah,
Because I wanted to try and challenge it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Okay.
Can you do anything in this room so we know you're here? Was that okay? I'll ask a different question. Was that you making the noise on the ceiling? No.
I know. Can't see a yes either.
Well, that's no together, isn't it? So
Yeah.
okay, it's different.
But I've got ABOVE above.
Oh yeah.
Oh, blimey!
Well, they're clever. They're together.
Yeah.
Above.
Maybe we should ask what was above.
Go on then.
Ooh.
What was above?
I can see new.
DEOMM.
MON. Demon.
Yeah, that's the first one that jumped out at me.
Well, there's a proper N. Look. Demon.
Cool.
Okay, that's interesting. I wonder what the odds are. The probability of
What demon it
making
was.
sense. Yeah. Okay. What's the name? What's the name of the demon that's on the roof?
What's the name
Above.
of the demon that was above us?
If it says spells out Zozo now, I'm going to laugh.
No, it's not BALAM.
No, I know.
Hang on. Can you see some? What?
VEP.
VEP.
Is there an A?
No, but there's an O.
Oh.
No.
I don't know the names though.
No, neither do
That's the problem when you ask something like that. You've got to know the names
Of all of them.
in order for it to make sense. But I can still see new.
Yeah, new what?
New demon.
Yeah.
The only thing I can see is pigs.
Pigs.
Yeah. POGS.
They're trying to say that pigs are flying now.
No, that's just a demon pig.
Spider pig. Spider pig.
Hey, got a question, Jane?
Trying to think of something that's just not plain yes or no.
Yeah.
Okay then. How many demons are above us?
Got O-N.
No, it's not. No, I've got a number 2.
Oh, you got number
Oh,
2, but I've got
T
One written out.
T W O 2.
possibly.
Okay then.
But you've also got. Where did it go? You've also got demon.
Demon. Oh, perhaps that's what he's saying.
2 demons.
And there's an S. 2 demons. Let's get that in the shop because I find that quite interesting. I'll just say 2 demons.
Yeah. So what's the name? What's the name of the other demon?
That's a good game, this. I like this game.
It's not Valak. There's no L.
We got 2 demon again.
Yeah, that's
Is that?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
the 2. Oops. D. E.
Amy's got it down there.
M.
Oh,
No. But also, it's also got Amy, and that's a demon.
Yeah.
Oh, Amy.
Cool.
you mean there's 2 of them again?
Jeez, no, we can't have 2 of them.
But is that where it's 2 Amy's?
2 Amy's.
Mm.
Perhaps she'll be a demon girl.
Like
Cool.
a diva.
Now, is that random? Is it just going to
Yeah.
fall out? Is it just going to come with that anyway?
Yeah. Can you just tell us your name again, please? Spell out your name with it.
It's the A.
Well, there's another A.
Oh, I'm gonna always look at R-O. I thought it was Roth.
A as an S. It's T.
That's 2. Astaroth.
It might be an E, but there's
There is
There
an
is an
E
E,
there.
yeah.
yeah.
Astaroth.
But there's
So we've got
A.
Amy and Astra. But no Balam.
There you go.
What?
Ames.
Okay then. So can you confirm we've got the demon Amy and the demon Astaroth up above us?
Y-E-S.
E. Yes, straight away. Okay then. Thank you. I need you. We need you to spell out your name. We need your letters. Spell out your name, Balam. If this is Balam,
Can you spell Balam?
show us the letters on the dice of your name.
Even if
There's 2 A's.
There's a B. B.
A.
A.
We've got the M.
M.
Need a B.
I've got B.
Yes.
B.
Oh.
A.
we need an L.
A. This needs to be another.
L.
Is it Balam?
Oh, B-A.
Balam? Is he known as Balam?
Yeah, it can be Balam.
Balam.
But there was
Oh,
an E
Balam.
on it.
I mean, or even Balim, because that's 2 E's and an M. When we were just reading, that was Balim.
Balim.
About the Hebrew, the Bible one with the donkey. Balim was that one, wasn't it? So,
Annette Locke says, I love this game. Very, very different.
yeah.
So, what are the chances of them was getting those answers? Was it you on the roof? No. It's spelled above. Then we asked how many demons are there? It says 2, and it's spelled out 2 demons.
Amy
I mean,
and Astaroth.
Astaroth
Then
isn't
it's spelled
a
Astaroth.
short name, is it?
No.
And it's spelled out Astaroth and Amy, and it's spelled Balim.
Now, we have had this swirling energy before with one of them, and I can't remember which one
Yes,
it was off the
I
top
can't
of my head.
remember.
So if that was Amy, that would be really interesting. Because we have done Amy before, haven't we?
Yeah.
We have, yeah.
But I do,
There's Astra as well.
Yeah, we have.
Astroth was the first
First
one of
one
the
we
first
did.
ones, wasn't he?
Yeah. So yeah, we have done them too before. Yeah.
Astroth
So-
and Amy were one of the first ones.
Did their energies feel familiar to you?
No.
I
It
like
doesn't,
it.
it doesn't. It doesn't feel.
I do find this
familiar.
quite interesting, actually,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Is if we're talking to Balam,
Balim.
yeah, or Balim, can you? Obviously, these are names that have possibly been given by men, aren't they? Are you able? If that's not your name, are you able to spell out your real name?
L. There's an A. There's an M.
Right.
So Balim, is it Balim again then?
Balim. Is it?
You could have that
You have
turn
got an
around.
A.
But then again, you've got
Another A. There's
yeah.
another
So
A.
that might be
Yeah.
because you've
So
got
you've got
Balan as
Balam.
well, because he's also known
There's-
as Balan, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So
There's Balam as
it's
well.
probably too much of a vague question. But then again, you've got all his names
Yeah.
more or less, because you've
So
got
does that-
Balen, haven't you? There's Balen as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and Balam. So you can pretty much get all his names from that. So that's probably a bit.
Quite interesting, really, isn't it?
They're the only ones that we know.
Yeah,
Yeah, for all we know, we could be spelling out something
and we don't
That-
know it.
isn't recorded in humanity, so we wouldn't be looking for that.
Cool.
Balam now.
Yeah,
So was he known as Balim? But now it's Balam now.
yeah.
I've even got another L in case it's a double.
And we've got the E as well.
Because I've got numbers on here, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got,
let's try.
we've got number 7
yeah,
there,
yeah, an 8.
and 1.
Yeah.
71.
Okay.
Oh, wouldn't it have been
Oh,
interesting
Shams too.
too? Yeah.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay.
This is cool.
Are you able to tell us? Are you able to tell us how many legions of spirits or demons that you command?
That's a 0.
3.
Where's the 3?
Yeah.
So it's either 3 or 30.
So we haven't got a. No, that's the only numbers, isn't it?
Yeah, there's only
Come on.
2 with numbers.
So is it only 30 then? Not 40? Can you tell us if you command spirits or demons?
Spirits or demons.
Yes.
I've got spirits or demons. So
Yeah, you got demons, haven't you?
Have you got spirits as well?
that's what I was looking at.
You got them.
But we've also got.
Also spells spirit. There's no 2 eyes.
No.
There's not 2 eyes.
No, there isn't. I'm just
Those
making sure.
So demons then.
So he commands legions of demons.
That's
30.
interesting, isn't it? So, given the choice of 2 words, he has actually spelt out one of them out of all the words he
Yeah,
could
but
spell.
they're not short words, are they?
No, but also you couldn't actually make the word
No.
spirit.
No, exactly. That's why I tried to make it as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right, we've got 5 minutes.
Can you, if you are human, can you spell human? Or if you are fallen angel, can you spell angel?
So human or angel. I don't think is either.
There's no U and
There's no A.
But
We've got demons.
Not spelled demon again, is it?
I'll put the N.
There's no E.
There's no E this time.
Okay, I've got a question.
Okay.
Can you spell out where you've come from? What's that saying?
Far away.
You could also use the actual W.
Yeah, I could have, but I didn't see the actual W then.
What about M A R?
There's no S.
There's no S.
Far away.
Okay.
Or there's
No S.
So it's far away. I thought it might have said Uranus.
Do you come from another planet? Answer yes or no, but I want the letters together so it's easy to see yes or no.
Y. Yes. I've got the N. I've got no.
No, there's no E.
Mm. Cool. Do you have any last words you'd like to say to us?
Learn.
Oh. Then 6.
That's not say 6, is it?
Yes, it does.
All right, learn 6.
Mm. Learn 6. Done.
It's probably not enough letters or dice for him.
No, unless you need to use them letters again.
Yeah. But it's not what I thought it might
But
be.
nothing's. You were thinking 6 faiths, weren't you?
Yeah.
So,
What's Jane seeing?
oh, hang on. I don't want to burn myself.
What's the candle?
B. O. O. Where did I just see it?
K. That was just.
There's the S. Learn 6 books.
COP. Copy.
I've got quite a lot of words there.
And so you could also have copies.
Oh, yes.
Learn 6 copies. What's that? 93 or 39?
I've got.
Is that the next demon?
Oh, hang on. Goat.
That number 39, is that the next demon?
Hang on, no. I've got an M.
M.
No, I
No.
don't think there is an M.
Say that 39. Is that the next demon we're doing out of 72?
Shall we ask what the number is?
Ask if it's the
Learn 6 more
39th.
books.
Right. Can you please tell us who the next demon is that we'll be doing? That's the 3.
39.
Is it done?
That come up again?
39 again.
Yeah.
Do we know who the 39
Off the top
is?
of my head. I haven't brought my phone up either, so.
Maybe we'll have to find out.
39. N. Where was it? E. X. T. I think it just knocked that in.
Yeah.
39 next.
Oh, 39 next. Okay, we'll do 39. You know what we should do as well?
Oh,
We should take photos. I suppose you got the stills, but we
Yeah.
could have took photos of these.
Yeah. What are you spelling?
I was hoping there was a no. Legion. Oh no, I don't know.
But that number's probably enough because you're asking which one's next.
Yeah.
39 next.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously that
And
makes sense
39
to you,
was in the
doesn't
other
it?
one.
Yeah.
39 was in the, because if you asked him if he's got a message. I thought, we'll do 39 next then. I don't know what it is at the minute, but we can have a look. Fantastic.
No, I think that's quite kind of interesting. Let's lift the camera.
That's the first time we've used those, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Okay, everybody. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. We wanted to do something different. I think it was different. I think the tarot cards were interesting. Dice were interesting. I think we need to do that more often. I don't
They
know.
are good, aren't they?
I think it's because it's the first time we've actually used them as
How
well.
random is it?
Yeah. So I think we need to definitely get used to them, get our energies into it.
They need to be a bit bigger, I reckon.
Yeah.
Well, I know the
Full
woman
size.
who's done it. Well, I can ask her if you can make some larger ones.
Okay, it was interesting. So we're going to say goodnight. Thanks for watching. I hope you tune in next time. So we'll just ask everyone how you thought it went. How do you think it went, Jane?
I really enjoyed it. I always like it when we try new kit and equipment out. Using the cards. I can't guarantee that this energy that around us is BALAM, but it doesn't. If this is all it is, then how we've summoned them up before, if that's him, I don't. If that's all that he is, then I don't disbelieve
But
it.
we've had that before, haven't we? It was just an energy going round.
Yeah, but this one does feel as if it's sort of got some sort of human sort of traits or connection with it. So I need to look at the last one that we did. That was the sort of the energy moving around to see who that was. But I don't disbelieve. I don't not believe that it wasn't BALAM.
Plus,
because
the dice spell out Balim, which
Yeah.
is something else he used to be called as, and then it says Balam now.
Yeah. So
it was Balim, but it's Balam now.
This is the 14th one we've done, isn't it? So when we've summoned them all before, they've all come. So I don't. If this is who he is, then I don't, believe that it's not him.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And what do you reckon for tonight?
I must admit, I was a little bit sceptical at the start. I wasn't too sure how it would pan out, but everything definitely seemed to make a bit more sense in that one. And the fact that he brought at least one other sort of guest along to help him, because I can't remember who it was, but we have had one where there was a noise on the roof as well, wasn't there?
I think so.
Was that the one with the dragon?
Vaguely remember that.
I can't remember without looking
Can't
back.
remember.
It wouldn't have been Valak, would it?
But, you know,
because we've done quite a few.
Yeah.
It's difficult
Yeah.
to remember all the details of whatever.
I know for a fact there has definitely been a noise on the ceiling for one of them.
That was clear.
But that was quite.
That was
Yeah.
quite. That was.
So
There's a lot of weight behind
you
it.
might have to go back and watch the one for Astaroth and Amy, see if that
If
does
they made a
coincide.
noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about you then, Amy. And we get the camera.
Yeah. I found it really interesting in that like, because the fact that the dice actually spout out two other demons, Amy and Astaroth. Now that was really interesting. I really enjoyed the card reading as well, because it was just really interesting, and it was very relevant as well in some cases.
It's interesting, and like we say, we are going to keep changing things. I don't know what we're going to do next.
But we'll see what number 39 is
Yeah,
and
see
what
what
good
is
for.
relevant, whether
Yeah.
it's the crystal ball, whether it's Pathfinder board again. We don't know yet. We'll see who they are. So thanks very much. I'm going to hand it over to Ben to run the end video, and we'll see you again soon. So good night, everyone.
Wolves asleep amidst the trees. Bats all are swaying in the breeze. But one soul lies anxious, wide awake, fearing all manner of ghouls, hags, and wraiths. For your dolly Polly sleep has flown. Don't dare let her tremble alone. For the witcher, heartless cold, paid in coin of gold. He comes, he'll go, leave naught behind but heartache and woe. Deep, deep wound. It's all silent for the night. Cows turned in as daylight dies. But when soullight launches wide awake,